Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen man, I don't need to say a single thing about this car. All you need to do is look at it, but I'm going to run over some of the detail stuff so you know that when you get it, you'll be able to explain all of this stuff to your friends as well. So let's take a few minutes. We're going to talk about the color combinations, which I think are probably some of the best ever. The Acapulco Blue with the white stripes. Now the Acapulco Blue reminds me, okay, of vacation. I'm going to do this video and I'm out on vacation, so I hope you don't mind. But Arsh is going to help me cut through it real quick, and let's keep rolling. But I do want to show you some detail stuff, so come on up here and see some of this. So for instance, what I like to do is I like to show paint quality. See how you can see everything about the watch? Not that I'm showing the watch off, but I'm showing you the secondhand spinning. You can see the numbers and things like that. That's what you need to be looking for when you're looking online. You guys are looking at cars all over the internet. You're looking at pictures. You're going blurry-eyed in the middle of the night. The wife's saying, listen, man, stop it already with the light in my face, okay? Buy the car. And you're like, I don't know, honey. I don't know if I found it yet, but I'm on Fleming's site. They got a car. Shh, he's going over it right now. So let's keep rolling. All right, so anyway, so like this right here. You can't feel the stripe. The reason you can't feel the stripe is because the extra effort was put in to clear coat over the whole thing. And the reason you want that done is because as you wash and wax your baby in the garage, you're going to start tearing at these stripes because they sit above the paint for when people don't finish the paint job properly, okay? In this case here, you can't feel it. Hood pins. I love hood pins. Who doesn't love hood pins? Today's modern cars are missing the hood pin. When that comes back, those cars will sell even bigger than they did then. So some of the detail about making a Shelby convertible like this is this right here. So depending on the month that these cars were built, some of them had inboard lights, some of them had outboard lights, which is kind of cool to know that there were some changes along the way. But this right here is pretty expensive. This to do is around $1,200 or $1,300 just to do the fog lights in there, because you have to buy the grill, you got to get the lights, you got to cut them out, you got to piece it all together, you got to wire it, you got to put the switch in, all that good stuff. And those are the detail things that you're getting when you're getting a car like this. New bumpers, all right? The paint goes all the way like it's supposed to down here, and under the balance panel, all right? I wanted to point out something to you as well. I love this emblem. That is one great looking emblem. All right, so come on with me. I'm going to show you a couple more things. So the GT350 callouts, I love that. Back to the same kind of emblem. You're saying, well, what's the big deal about the emblems and the stripes? Well, the big deal about the emblems and the stripes is the detail stuff. This is why this car looks so good. You keep going, well, why does this car look so good compared to the others? Well, the others have something funky about the hood, the scoop isn't right, the stripe's in the wrong spot, it has the wrong callout, or it's just a stripe. It's just the little stuff. We have these custom made for us and put on the car to make them look good, okay? The correct center caps, the 10-spoke wheel, okay? The 10-spoke wheel, that wheel set right there is $1,000 just for the wheels. Tires are another $700. You're almost $2,000 by the time you do shipping, lug nuts, and those things. I'm not saying that other cars don't look great, but it's this detail stuff is what you're getting when you're buying something like this that says, wow, when you pull up to the valet, right? The valet, for instance, and the guy parks the car out front. Why? Because it looks so great. All right, let's keep rolling around for a minute. We got the side scoops here, all right? Then we have the molded in, okay, and this is the detail stuff that people don't do because it's expensive, and I'm gonna show you the most expensive part on the car for the Shelby conversion that most people don't know about. So we have the molded in trunk lid, right? And then we have the molded in end caps, all right? And this is where it's expensive. Come back here and I'll show you what I mean. This right here is very different than a 68 Mustang. This is the Shelby taillight conversion, so they would take this whole center panel out, okay? And weld in a new panel to get that. Then you get this cool gas cap that I'm learning how to open, okay? With the call out for the GT350. Got the correct valance panel below with the big exhaust pipes. This has a little bigger exhaust pipe and a little more aggressive sound because this engine here's had a little work done to it. It makes a little more power than it normally would, and you want it to sound good while it's doing that. And again, you got your GT350 call out. The stripes come back down here like they're supposed to, centered on the gas cap like they're supposed to, and then wrapped underneath the balance panel like they're supposed to, okay? That's a cool car. All right, so we kept talking about a lot of the details and why this car might be more expensive than some of the other cars that are out there. You know, let's say this car is $10,000 more than the other cars, but this car probably has $20,000 more in work done to it than the others, and you can see right away what that is. The taillights alone, they're an all-day affair. You have to take out that rear panel, get the Shelby lights, get the Shelby panel that goes back here. This is a lot of work. This isn't just like you slap on some lenses, okay? Spare tire. A good sign is that a car has a spare tire. Has a spare tire cover. The jack right here is in a package, like it's supposed to be. It's got the correct trunk mat in it. That plaid, tartan plaid, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Tartan plaid. And we'll reattach this part right here like it's supposed to be. Anyway, I'll get that checked out for you before you take delivery of the car. So the good news is it does have one small problem, and that is that the trunk mat is so nice that it needs a small adjustment. Okay? All right, cool. All right, so we walked around the body, we've walked around the engine compartment, we've looked all throughout and everything. Now, I think we should head to the inside of the car where you and your honey, or you and your man, or you and the family, or you and your friends, or whatever, are gonna hang out. All right, so some of the detail stuff, all new interior, okay? Seat belts in the car. Well, you say, what's the big deal about seat belts? Well, first of all, most of these cars don't come with seat belts in the rear. I have to put them in all the time. They're very expensive to put in because someone has to put them in properly. They can't just like duct tape them or put Velcro to hold them in place. You have to drill through the body, put the correct fasteners and washers and things like that. GT350 floor mats, right? Well, what's the big deal about that? Nothing, but it's just the detail stuff. It's got a boot that goes over the convertible top, all right? Very, very nice. The bucket seats, really very similar to a circa 1960s Shelby seats, okay? I want to show you a couple of little things. This is very nice, all right? Little stuff like this. Check out these belt buckles. These belt buckles. They could be a belt buckle. These seat belts. This seat belt right here is a really nice looking piece, and it's re-chromed. It works beautifully. You can see the guts of it. It's new. It fits nicely inside here where it belongs. This car has the console. It's got the storage compartment inside here, okay? This has wiring for an upgraded sound system, which is hidden right here, kind of. And also will play your iPod and iTunes and things like that if you want. What we can do is hide inside here an AM/FM CD satellite player for not a lot of money, and that makes a big difference too, because then you can run everything through your iPhone, okay? Let's see, what else? We got almost a full array of gauges here, including all the factory gauges. We got a tach in the middle. We got alternator, fuel, oil pressure, that kind of stuff. This car has air conditioning, man. Don't forget, don't minimize that. That is a big deal. In the middle of August, you know, you're riding around with the family, threat of rain or whatever, you're gonna wanna throw the top up, okay? You turn the AC on. This is so nice to hang out in your muscle car with AC, especially at a cruising or something like that. These seats are not 1960s vintage seats. These are new, modern seats, and they fit the pattern so well inside here, and they're super, super comfortable. I love the 3-spoke wheel. Check that out. Still looks very retro, fits in your hands really nicely. New dash trim, new mirror, new bezels, new handles, new window cranks. You got this cool feature too, the vent window. Who doesn't love the vent window? I wish they'd bring it back, but they're not. Great, great pieces. Anyway, I've rambled and rambled. I want you to see what you're getting. This is a really, really awesome car. Let me fire it up for you so you can hear it, because I've driven it and it sounds great. Hey, as we close up the video, this is a spectacular looking car. It's a great sounding car, and it's a great driving car as well. You know, I've rambled on about all this stuff, but let me just highlight a couple significant things, all right? Air conditioning, right? Air conditioning, that's very expensive. The 10-spoke wheels, power disc brakes, power steering, sound system already in the car, the full Shelby package. This is a convertible, okay? Convertible as well. It is a wonderful looking car, and not to mention, it sounds like vacation. Acapulco Gold, Acapulco Gold. Anyway, this is Acapulco Blue, white stripes, Vacation City. Awesome, awesome piece. Anyway, if you can find a way to get this car in your life, man, do it before it's gone. It is a really nice piece. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it.